Welcome to another Ultimate Bow workout. This is the stances torture workout. We're going to do a warm-up and then we're going to do 5 different stances rounds. Within each round, we're going to do a technique that lands in the stance and then some sort of cardio or ballistic interval, and then we're also going to do a static hold in the stance, and then we'll move on to the next stance. So it'll be very fast-paced, and we'll definitely be working out your lower body quite a bit along with some of our bow techniques. So first we're going to do a very brief warm-up. Go ahead and just grab your staff and we'll get started. So we've got torso twist first. We're just going to be rotating side to side. I like to put my staff on the small of my back as I do this, kind of give me a little bit of leverage. So we're rotating the torso, the lower back, doing some breathing. Don't go into it too fast. Okay, we're going to do side lunges. So go ahead. I put my staff on my shoulders here, and we lean into one side, lean into the other side. You're lunging in and really squatting into one leg at a time. It's not just a stretch. This is a warm-up, so it's going to be increasing your heart rate, getting the blood moving. A little bit faster now. Okay, we're going to go into a one-handed figure 8 spin, or a one-arm figure 8 spin. Spinning side to side, outside of your body. Kind of rotating the torso or the hips a little bit with this. We'll be switching to our other hand whenever we hear the buzzer. There it goes. You want to maintain control of the staff, especially the heavier your staff is on this one, but not so tight that you hurt your wrist or that you can't complete the full rotation itself. If you don't have enough hold, though, you could drop your staff. Okay, and time. So we're actually going to be moving straight in to our workout now. We're going to go into our first round, which is the front stance. The front stance from our Ultimate Bow curriculum, which is stepping out, knee is bent, back leg is turned a little bit. I'm not really going to teach the stances though, this is a workout. So first we're going to do the overhead front strike 10 times on each side, right-handed and left-hand dominant. So I'm going to be doing the overhead front strike 10 times, right hand dominant first. Do it along with me, a lot of power and intensity. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go left side now. 10 times. Okay, just set your staff aside. We've got our cardio exercise, which is going to be jumping lunges. We're going to do this 20 seconds, 10-second break, and then another round of 20 seconds. Jumping lunges, just switching and jumping with your lunge. Begin. Almost touching the knee to the ground. This is a little bit too intense, too difficult for you. You can do alternating lunges. Okay, a couple more seconds, then we've got one more 20-second round of jumping lunges. Okay. Next is going to be the static hold. We're going to do a 20-second static hold in the front stance on the right side and on the left side. Now, just holding a regular position front stance for 20 seconds isn't really that hard, and it doesn't burn your muscles as well. So we're going to be squatting down into our front stance. 20 seconds with a deeper squat. Begin. Let's get to your front stance and squat both legs down. If you'd like to just kind of practice your overhead front strike as you're in the static hold, you can do that. I notice it takes my mind off of the discomfort basically of isometric holds. Okay, we've got a 10-second break and then we're going to hold the left leg. Front stance. And then bending down deeper once it rings. Go. Again, you could do the strike if you want. You could just do something with your staff. Maybe practice a little thrust here. Speed strike. Back strikes. Just kind of keeps you busy. Get some motion in with your upper body. All right. And time. So great work. We're going to move on to the next stance, guys. Okay, guys, we're moving on to the long front stance, which is the front stance just with one more foot length of a distance with our legs, right? So we're going to do a strike, cardio technique, and then static hold. For the long front stance, we're going to do the front thrust, the traditional front thrust, 10 times on each side. So we're going to be doing 10 on the right dominant side first. Okay, a lot of power and energy. Begin. Really land into a nice stance. We're really training our legs today by doing good stances. Okay, we're going left dominant, which just means striking with the left arm in front now to the left side, 10 times. All right, very good, guys. We're going to move on to mountain climbers. Mountain climbers, we're down on our hands at our feet, bringing our knees into our chest. 20 seconds. We've got 2 rounds. Ready? Begin. Bring in those knees to the chest. Got a 10-second break. One more round of mountain climbers before we do that long front stance static hold. All right, so doing the long front stance, and we're just holding it in the very deep long front stance. Both feet, both heels are on the ground. 20 seconds each side. Begin. I'm going to go right dominant first. Hold it properly. Front leg is very bent. Can't even see my toes. Back foot's off at a 35-degree angle. Really leaning forward with my lower body, but my upper body straight. Do movements if you want. 10-second break, now we've got the left side. Hold it. You can do some strikes, just doing front thrust. And time. That's it for that round of that stance. Next is the crane stance. We're going to do the angle block out of the crane stance. Okay, so doing the crane stance, pushing out our angle block like we do in Bo 1. We're going to hold the crane stance and just do 10 extensions of our angle block on each side. Okay, ready? And go. Do your best to just hold it. Just maintain your balance. If you fall, it's okay. Just start over. Okay, other side. Let's do 10. Just kind of keep that foot on the inside of the knee on the opposite leg to give you a little bit more support. Now we're going to do 20-second exercise, and what we're going to do is hold the crane stance. And from holding it, we're just going to be doing a side kick. Doing a side kick on one leg for 20 seconds. Begin. Okay, we'll be switching sides. So we start in the crane stance, kind of turn sideways, bring it back. Ready? Begin. Works your balance, strengthens your legs, even the muscles in your feet. And your core, of course. Okay, so we've got a static hold in our crane stance, but we're going to raise our arms over our head with our staff as we do the hold. Otherwise, it would be a little too easy. Begin. It's got a 20-second hold. For 20-second hold on the other side. And time. All right, we're going to move on to the next stance round. Moving on to the back stance. We're going to do our back stance with an uppercut strike. So uppercut to a back stance. 10 times on each side. That'll be first. Let's do it. I'm going to do right hand dominant first. Begin. Really land into a nice deep stance. Don't just focus on your arms. Left dominant. Okay, so we've got our cardio exercise. We're gonna do burpees, 20 seconds, 2 rounds. I hope you know what burpees are already. If not, you're about to see. All right, begin. If you need to modify this and go slower without a jump at the top, you can do that. You can still do the extension and the stand-up. You can also add a push-up at the bottom if you want. Okay, about to do another round. Let's do it. All right, we've got a static hold in our back stance. Go. Nice and deep, guys. I'm doing some small inside out curls, getting some movement in, because this one burns. Okay, we'll be doing the other side. Make sure you're leaning back slightly, about 60% on your back leg, 40 on your front. And time. All right, move on to the next stance. So the last stance we're gonna do is the horse stance. Horse stance, legs apart. Knees are gonna be bent, legs are bent pretty deep, and in alignment with one another, back is straight. This is gonna be a burnout round. It's gonna be a little bit harder. So we're going to be doing overhead rib to the other side. That counts as 1, but it's right hand dominant. Let's do 10. 1, 2, I'll stay in our horse stance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, now looking forward to the static hold on this one already. Let's switch. Go back down, left dominant. 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we've got a cardio interval. This one's going to be a rear leg lift. We have our legs straight behind us, and we lift. Totally focused on the gluteus maximus there. Ready? Go. If you need to put your arm on the wall and do this one, it's totally fine. It'll still work out your glutes very well. You lose a little bit of the core work, though, that you can gain in the mobility from doing it standing without assistance. It's just little pulses, okay, coming up and down. You really want to start out in the most parallel position possible and then start pulsing. Again, if you're having trouble, just use a chair, use the wall. Okay, so grab your staff, got a horse stance, static hold. Let's be nice and low on this one. Go. Just hold it if you want. I'm gonna do a couple of strikes, even though I'm still in a very deep position, just because it's more fun. Keeps me occupied. and I still get the work in on the lower body. Okay. One more of those. All right, and time. So, I'm sure you guys think you're done. I thought I was done, but no. We've got one final stances torture here. What we're going to do here is we're going to do a couple more static holds with our stances. All right? Excuse me. What we're going to do is simple. We're going to do a 20-second hold from a left back stance, 20-second hold from a horse stance, then a 20-second hold from a right back stance. That's it, and then we're done. You can move on to another workout or whatever you want to do. 10-second break in between. Begin. Left back stance. Let's hold it. Okay, quick break. Then we've got horse stance in the center now. This is the end of the workout, guys. Let's do it. Got it. Nice and low, like you're sitting down into a low chair. Back is straight. Okay, last one's going to be a right back stance. Almost done here. This will make your stances better because those particular muscles that are being used to hold these stances properly are getting extra work in, right? So they're getting stronger. They're getting more used to holding these positions along with the footwork and the movement. Keep your back straight as well, though. Your posture is very important. Okay, and time. So, hope you guys enjoyed this workout. This is something you can definitely do again. Just get better at going deeper in your stances, going faster on the exercises. Go ahead and do a cool down and stretch if you're done. If not, keep moving on to the next phase of your training today. Take care.